The Quest 3 is said to be twice as powerful and half the size of the Quest 2, at least according to a roadmap presentation from Meta that was shared with The Verge from an internal source. The same presentation said that Meta has sold nearly 20 million Quest headsets to date. I think that probably includes Quest 1 and Quest 2, but more importantly, when it comes to the Quest 3, which is codenamed Stinson, the internal presentation specifically said that the Quest 3 headset that's going to be coming out later on this year, according to the presentation, will be two times thinner than the Quest 2, and at least twice as powerful. Now here's the kicker though, it's going to cost slightly more than the $400 Quest 2. So that's going to be a challenge, is to sell the headset for more, although at twice the power and half the size, that's pretty darn attractive. According to The Verge, Mark Rabkin said that the biggest challenge for them is going to be convincing people to pay a bit more money than the cost of the existing Quest 2. He specifically said, "We have to get enthusiasts fired up about it. We have to prove to people that all this power, all these new features are worth it." Now, in this same leak, apparently, supposedly, there's 41 new applications and games that are going to be shipping for the Quest 3. This does include some new mixed reality experiences because the Quest 3 is going to lean heavily into mixed reality. Not just mixed reality, it is going to stick for VR as well, so don't worry if you're worried about that, but it's going to be next level for mixed reality, apparently, probably a depth sensor, better cameras on the outside. I believe that they are pushing for a higher level of mixed reality, and they're going to be pushing experiences specifically to take advantage of that. According to Mark Rabkin, there will be a new Smart Guardian that's going to help people actually navigate the real world more easily. He said that the main North Star for the team was from the moment you put on this headset, the mixed reality has to make it feel better, easier, and more natural. You can walk effortlessly through your house knowing you can see perfectly well. You can put anchors and things on your desk. You can take your coffee. You can stay in there much longer. So their goal seems to be to create an experience that allows you to stay inside of the headset, even using mixed reality to move around your space, grab food, drinks, whatever. Now, if it's really half as light, then that actually could be a possibility. Even with the Quest Pro, it's easier to move around and have it on your head for long periods of time just due to the difference in weight. Supposedly in the presentation, they actually admitted that the Quest is currently struggling. He said, "Right now we are on our third year of Quest 2, and sadly, the newer cohorts that are coming in, the people who bought it this last Christmas, they're just not into it as the ones who bought it earlier." The push is to create a more dynamic Quest store that allows for a better experience, and I couldn't agree more. That is definitely what we need, and what we really need is freaking games. But with 41 apparently new apps and games coming to the Quest 3, I don't know, I imagine it'll come to the Quest 2 as well. I don't think they're going to cut that off. I don't think you need to worry about that. But with 41 new apps planned to ship, I don't know if it's alongside the Quest 3, which would be amazing if that was the case, then we could see a lot of really cool stuff happening. If you don't know anything about the Quest 3, there's been a lot of leaks. I'll put a link to a longer video that I did down below for you to check out that goes more in depth into details, but apparently, according to the leaks, Quest 3 is going to have a XR2 Gen 2, which would make it about twice as powerful as the Quest 2. It's going to have pancake lenses, which are going to be revolutionary for the Quest. If you haven't used a headset with pancake lenses, then get ready, because Quest 3, if it does have pancakes, it's going to be awesome. The sweet spot is so much bigger. You don't have to worry about getting the headset in just the right spot. Because of the lack of Fresnel lenses, it just works better. Supposedly, it's going to have better resolution, better screens, hopefully a better FOV. A lot of things that are going to be great for Quest 3. And considering it's been, 3 years now since the Quest 2, there's a lot of new technology that can go into this thing, and I'm excited to see what they've done with it and how they use it to make gaming even better on a mobile platform in virtual reality. What do you think, though? Let me know down below if you're excited for the Quest 3 to at least see what it is, and if it's something you would consider upgrading from your Quest 2 to your Quest 3. Now, in other Quest news, Population 1, one of the best multiplayer Quest 2 games, is about to be free. That's right, they're going the route of Fortnite, and the Battle Royale online multiplayer shooter is going to be free to play starting on March 9th. Having just launched their brand new sandbox mode, which, if you haven't tried it, is a lot of fun and allows you to build your own stuff, and it's just really, really cool. Population 1 will now be going free to play. The new update will go live on the 9th of March at 10 a.m. Pacific, and on top of that, this update brings, for the first time ever, a Pop 1 sandbox map. Will be entering the Squads Evolving map. On top of that, the classic Squads original map from Season 1 is back, allowing you to go back in time and play some of that original Population 1 gameplay, and they're totally revamping the single-player mode. It says, introducing a massively improved and rewarding single-player experience, battle against the bots solo, as our improved AI bots have dynamically changing difficulty based on your skill level. The more you play, the more difficult the bots will get. Can you win 20 matches to earn the top character skin prize in our new single-player progression? Now, a big thing, what about if you've already bought the game? What happens to the money you spent? According to the update, legacy owners is what they're calling them, who bought the game before 3.9 will be getting a bundle called the Legendary Banana Bundle. It's a limited time period. You'll be able to actually claim that. It apparently has an $80 value with a lot of things from a legendary PJ skin to some rare gun skins and Bureau Gold and all of that jazz. Plus, the rocket launcher is coming to Sandbox, and it's getting a pretty darn massive graphical update, including a resolution bump for the quest Shadows, which is going to be great, but make it harder if people are trying to attack you from above, and draw distance and all that stuff is going to be even better as well. So the game's just getting a massive overhaul and going free to play, which is absolutely insane. That's not all. There's even more updates planned for 2023, so keep your eyes open for new maps, new upgrades, new weapons, and a whole bunch of other cool stuff. If you've ever heard of WebXR, you might know just how awesome it is, but maybe you haven't. There's actually 2 free experiences I'm going to talk about today that are pretty awesome and I've been messing around with, one of which is a miniature golf game called Par Adowski WebXR Mini Golf. Now, to play this, all you have to do is go to your browser on your Quest and search for WebXR Mini Golf. It'll be like the top search result. It's a full-fledged miniature golf game in VR using your web browser. Now, this shows the power of what WebXR is going to be capable of doing. There's actually been 70,000 VR users that have used this game since it was launched. The game itself runs at 90 Hertz and allows you to play miniature golf in VR in your browser. Paradowski Creative is actually working on another WebXR experience that is going to be an escape room, but this just proves that there's even more power to WebXR than a lot of people are utilizing. In fact, Meta just released recently a demo experience showcasing what WebXR can do called Project Flowerbed. WebXR is a gardening game where you can plant and grow flowers and trees and lots of different other types of plants. It actually saves what you've done, and it actually has a built-in camera so you can take photos as well. On top of that, it does have teleportation, spatial audio, and it actually doesn't look half bad either with real-time lighting. And this is all done in your browser using WebXR. There are other experiences that are pretty cool as well for WebXR. Not all of them are as polished as these two, but I'm sure as time moves on, we're going to see a lot more WebXR experiences, but if you want to check them out, these are free and I'll put links to them down in the description. If you're looking for even more Quest news, like maybe 5 brand new games that were just announced for the Quest 2 this year, click the link to the video right there on the screen. Thanks so much for watching and happy questing.